Happy Earth Day. This year marks the 20th anniversary of Murfreesboro's Earth Day celebration, and Middle Tennessee Electric is proud to continue the tradition set by Murfreesboro Electric as the primary sponsor and organizer of this annual event. Concern for community is one of our cooperative principles, and we believe that extends to a concern for the environment through the use of renewable energy. I want to encourage each of you to celebrate Earth Day every day and look for ways you can restore Rutherford this year.
Hi, I'm County Mayor Bill Ketron, and I'm here with my good friends, Blue Waters, Louis, and Lightning. Earth Day is a time to celebrate nature and find a way to protect it. This year, our focus is to restore Rutherford. As a county, we want to reduce consumption and waste of our natural resources and to recycle properly to keep our cities clean. Together, we can reduce our carbon footprint and keep our county beautiful for generations to come. So join us now as we learn about Earth Day and the ways that we can celebrate here in Rutherford County.
I think Earth Day is important because it raises the awareness of the Earth's resources and our proper stewardship of using those.
It's a day to take a step back and honor our world and just respect it for what it gives us because it brings us life.
Just gives us an opportunity to get people outside and give them a little bit of our message of conservation and education here at Parks and Rec.
It is a good reminder that soil and water are an irreplaceable asset for the local farmers. And it's a good reminder for all of us that we should be a little bit closer to our food and know where it comes from.
Rutherford County is committed to creating a cleaner, safer, and more enjoyable environment for years to come.
At one time, we weren't very environmentally conscious here in the United States, and it was in the late 60s that environmental awareness became a little more commonplace among citizens, and we noted that we were doing some things that weren't very beneficial to our environment. Before 1970, there weren't the environmental regulations that we have today, no Clean Water Act, no Clean Air Act. Recycling wasn't anything anybody talked about, and it was in 1969 that the Cuyahoga River in Ohio actually caught fire. It was so polluted, and that wasn't the first time it caught fire, that was like the 13th time. And I think that really brought citizen awareness to the fact that we needed to be careful when it came to our environment and taking care of the resources that we had. So in 1970 here in the U.S. we had the first recognized Earth Day, and a number of countries also were part of that celebration. And today, well, this is 2021, is the 51st anniversary of Earth Day, and there are 200 countries around the world that also celebrate Earth Day, either on April 22nd, which was the original Earth Day, or on the first day of spring. And it has expanded into Earth Week and strives to increase public awareness and the notice that the environment's important and we need to do what we can to support quality environment and healthy ecosystems when it comes to water, land, and air. There's a number of things individuals can do throughout the year to create a better environment for themselves and for others. Those things include picking up litter. There are water cleanups and river cleanups that organizations do, plant pulls that you can get rid of invasive plants at. You can recycle, you can reduce what you use, you can reuse and donate materials that you no longer need at your home. So People can get involved in a number of different ways. Well, I think the best way to celebrate Earth Day is to meet with like-minded individuals and work together on some type of project, whether it be cleaning up along the Greenway here in Murfreesboro, doing a litter pickup, or cleaning up a highway, but working with others. But that should not keep us from celebrating Earth Day every day in our own homes. So I think that we can all benefit the environment in our own way. So celebrating Earth Day is, first of all, you have to be in the environment in order to celebrate it. And there are lots of things that you can do, whether it's keeping a nature journal, where you write down and sketch the things that you see. Go with your family to a local farmer's market. We've got a great one here in Rutherford County. And you can look for fruits and vegetables that were grown right here locally. Shop locally. Check your bird boxes. We have a bird box in our yard. If you're at school, talk with your teacher. Maybe you can get a bluebird box put in your school, and you too can check for bluebirds. So there are many things that you can do for the environment, but being aware of the environment and what's out there is pretty important. So happy Earth Day to you, and to your families, and to your friends. Let's all do something for the environment.
Are you looking to get outside and enjoy some nature? Well, the Wilderness Station here at Barfield Park might be just for you. There's over 250 acres of trails, hiking, and even some camping spots. The Wilderness Station offers a number of programs year-round. Some of the featured programs are Wild Things and Animal Encounters. Check the Rec Connect for dates and times. When you go inside the station, you'll find some very impressive education animals, a gift shop, a friendly staff, educational rooms, and space for rental. The station also offers free education backpacks for checkout. Each backpack has a different theme and includes specific learning materials surrounding that theme. Outside the Wilderness Station is 275 acres of backcountry area with about 5 acres of hiking trail. There's also the 1.5 mile paved walking trail that goes through the beautiful hardwood forest, where you can find a tremendous tree trail with 12 marked stations. Unlike the Greenway, there is no biking or skating of any kind allowed on these trails.
Are you guys ready? All right, let's go.
Located 1 mile down the paved trail from the Wilderness Station is the walk-in backcountry campground. Once you reach the end of the paved trail, it turns into a dirt path that skirts along the west fork of the Stones River until you reach the campground. It's a group-friendly family facility that includes campsites, picnic tables, a central fire pit, lantern holders, and restroom facilities. Camping is offered April through November. Contact the Wilderness Station for booking, rental information, questions, and guidelines. Don't forget to ask about the Wilderness Awareness Workshop and Leader Orientation. The Wilderness Station and Backcountry Campground is definitely a must if you're looking for something to do outside. For more information, contact the Wilderness Station or come out to Barfield Crescent Park.
Hello and happy Earth Day. My name is Courtney Morgan and I am coming to you from Lee Victory Recreation Park, located here in Smyrna, Tennessee. Behind me, you can see construction of our newest playground, Freedom Playground. Freedom Playground is an all-inclusive playground that will be great for guests to enjoy right here in Lee Victory Park, and it is scheduled to open this year. The Town of Smyrna Parks and Recreation Department boasts 12 different parks throughout the town and a greenway system for guests to enjoy. The Smyrna Greenway system provides citizens the opportunity to travel through various parts of the town, as well as allowing users to recreate along the way. Greenways and outdoor spaces can improve the quality of life in communities and are a great asset to park systems. The Smyrna Greenway system also allows users to enjoy nature and wildlife and will offer something for everyone in the community. One of my favorite parks in Smyrna is Sharp Springs Park. It has great walking trails, a bark park, and is a great place to explore a natural landscape. This year, in celebration of Earth Day, join Smyrna and love where you live. Here are a few ways you can join this campaign and help us stop littering. 1. Keep a bag in your car designated for trash pickup. 2. When hauling trash, make sure your trash is secure. Things like newspapers, cans, and other lightweight materials can easily be picked up by the wind and scattered. 3. If you have large furniture items that you would like to donate, call United Way's 211 information line to be connected with a nonprofit in our area who will accept this donation. 4. Consider adopting a roadway in our community through Smyrna's Adopt a Roadway program. To learn more, visit the town's website at www.townofsmyrna.org. Thanks for listening, and we invite you to get outside and love where you live.
I'm passionate about, through Main Street, local and sustainable farming. It not only helps us to be healthier, but it also contributes to the larger environmental impact that we can all take part in by shopping with local farmers.
Well, as a beekeeper, beekeeping is a part of agriculture, so the environment plays a large role in our success in producing a crop.
We're here in Middle Tennessee. We're in the heart of the state. And we're home to a really unique ecosystem called limestone cedar glades. And a lot of people that live here, they have no idea about this system and the beautiful plants that occur there. Some are so rare they're not found anywhere else in the world. And I guess as a Middle Tennessean, it's worth checking out.
We're really passionate about the entire system, the entire ecosystem, looking at how habitats work together, how animals and people work together, and all of the services that the environment provides all living creatures. It's important to us that we contribute to restoring the environment.
Recycling is very important to us, and we just want to make sure that people are doing it the correct way. And so we've created an initiative called Recycle Rutherford Right. We have some PSAs on our YouTube channel and some other information on our website to help people to do it the right way.
I really focus on trying to reduce the amount of plastic I use, like specifically like plastic bags for like the grocery store, just shopping, or takeaway containers like to-go cups and stuff. So yeah, I think that's just really an important issue because it affects more than just our community. It can get into the river and ocean and everything.
Rutherford County Solid Waste Department is here to remind you of the importance of recycling and conserving to protect not only Rutherford County, but the entire world. Even in these trying times, we have to remember to still take care of our earth. Check out the Rutherford County Solid Waste Department's trucks, what their functions are. Here is the front loader truck, and these trucks are used to pick up trash and recycling for the Rutherford County schools and other business entities. Next, we have the roll-off trucks that are used to pick up the recycling and trash from the convenience centers where citizens in the county take their trash and recycling. Lastly, we have the litter crew van, where it is used to pick up the trash on the side of the road where people have taken part in illegal dumping. Rutherford County Solid Waste encourages people to keep our county clean and safe and to help stop the illegal dumping and properly dispose of recycling items in your home. We are Rutherford County Strong, so let's start and continue to make a difference.
Hey
Hey Rutherford County, remember when you were in school and you learned about the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, and recycle? Well, we have 3 new R's for you, Recycle Rutherford Right. Our citizens have taken a lot of initiative to do better on their recycling, but we can do a little bit more, and we want to give you a few tips to do things the right way.
For starters, what items are accepted by our facilities? Aluminum items to include beverage containers, clean and dry cardboard, clear and colored glass, including clear beverage containers, food jars, and liquid, wine, or liquor bottles, plastic food or beverage containers, shampoo bottles, medicine bottles, detergent bottles, and cleaning bottles. Mixed paper to include newspapers and magazines, brown paper bags, and printer paper of any color. Finally, we accept tin cans, metal lids, copper and steel, and aluminum. Items must be clean, dried, and bagless. Placing individual items in the recycling containers cuts down on sorting times at facilities. It also decreases the potential for a recycling load to be deemed contaminated, meaning it will just wind up at the landfill anyway. So what items are not accepted at our facilities? Food-contaminated aluminum or cardboard, wet cardboard, Pyrex dishes or other cookware, mirrors or window glass, plastic or wax-coated paper, food or candy wrappers, tissue paper or towels, plastic bags, styrofoam, oil or antifreeze bottles, pesticide or herbicide bottles. So now that you know what you can and can't recycle and the proper way to do it, we challenge you to recycle Rutherford right.
Sometimes it's hard to visualize how something small can make a big difference, but I like to think of it as if everyone in a big city like Nashville didn't take a plastic bag at the store, we would be saving just 1 million plastic bags, and that's for 1 plastic bag per person, and normally you go and get 10 or more plastic bags.
You know, proper stewardship begins with each individual's decisions on what they're going to do to help the environment. And we could consider the honeybee in that example, how small of just one insect, but in her lifetime she may pollinate 30 to 40,000 blossoms, which will turn into apples and cucumbers and fruits for us.
The power of one is amazing, and we've seen that over and over again, and so that would be my suggestion. Just pick one thing. I'm going to recycle all the aluminum cans that touch my hand from now on, and then do it, and then you can move on to something else.
In a growing city, cleaning and repairing storm drains is important to keep floodwaters off of people's property. One of the tools used in this task is the Murfreesboro Street Department's dual-engine vacuum truck.
So we'll pull up, we'll pull the catch basin, we'll pull the grate out, see what we got, and we'll stick our vacuum, which is the big tube on top. We'll put it in there, and then we'll put that nozzle on, and which is the hose reel, and we'll stick it in there, and we'll turn the vacuum on first and get it going. Then we'll turn the water pressure on. It can run 2,500 to 3,000 psi, and we'll run it through the line, see what we got. Sometimes there's bad joints or roots, rocks, different stuff. So we'll try to blow it out and blow everything back to the vacuum, suck it out, and we'll take it to where we dump it and get rid of it.
The department has other crews that work together with the vacuum truck crew to let them know of trouble spots.
We have a crew that goes out and TVs the lines too, and they write up things that we need to do and different collapses, stuff like that, if a line needs to be cleaned. So it can vary from just us running a maintenance map, going out, and our drain crews that go out and clean the drains off on the top. If they see something, we can come out and suck it out or wash the line if it needs to be washed.
The street department welcomes citizens to contact them if a storm drain is not working properly.
If you look in the catch basin and you see, a huge rock or, a chunk of asphalt or, a limb, we found everything from basketballs to mailboxes in these before. So if you see something in the catch basin that doesn't look right, or if water's standing on the catch basin not draining, then there's obviously something wrong within the pipe. So give us a call and we'll come out and see what we can do. Yeah, we have different nozzles for different things. If we have a blockage in a line, we have a nozzle that shoots water out the front and the back to break loose whatever's got it blocked, and then we can change nozzles to one that will move more material back at one time. If a line is left unattended, then your problems just worsen. If a line fills up all the way, or if a line collapses, then we've got to come in and dig up the road or get into your yard and get in there and replace the pipe. So trying to get the problem before it's too major is the key goal here. If your line is collapsed or if it's not draining in your front yard, give us a call and we'll add you to the list and be out there and come take a look at it.
Hi there, I'm Blue Waters, with a helpful message from the Murfreesboro Water Resources Department. Today we're talking about water conservation. Do you know you're wasting water by keeping a faucet running while brushing your teeth? Or running a small load of laundry can use a lot of water. Do you know who loves that? The water waster. And as you waste water, you're also wasting money. A typical household uses about 260 gallons of water every day. We can reduce this amount and save money by using water more efficiently. Here are some simple steps to take around the house to conserve water. Let's start in the kitchen. When washing dishes by hand, don't leave the water running for rinsing. Minimize the use of kitchen sink garbage disposal units. These units require lots of water to operate properly. If you want cool drinking water, use refrigerated water instead of running the faucet. Now let's move to the bathroom. Install water-saving shower heads and low-flow faucet aerators. Inexpensive water-saving low-flow devices are easy for the homeowner to install. Take short showers instead of tub baths. A shower only uses 10 to 25 gallons, while a bath takes up to 70 gallons. Turn off the water after you wet your toothbrush. There is no need to keep the water running while brushing your teeth. Just wet your brush and fill a glass for mouth rinsing. Check your toilets for leaks. Put a little food coloring in your toilet tank. If without flushing, the color begins to appear in the bowl within 30 minutes, you have a leak that should be repaired immediately. It's off to the laundry room next. Nearly 22% of indoor home water use comes from doing laundry. Only wash full loads of laundry and make sure to adjust the settings on your machine to the proper load size. Most front-loading machines are energy and water efficient, using just over 20 gallons a load, while most top-loading machines, unless they're energy efficient, use 40 gallons per load. Let's go outside for some more helpful ideas. Of the 26 billion gallons of water consumed daily in the United States, approximately 7.8 billion gallons, or 30%, is devoted to outdoor uses. Check faucets and pipes for leaks. A small drip from a worn faucet washer can waste 20 gallons of water per day. Larger leaks can waste hundreds of gallons. Manual watering with a handheld hose tends to be the most efficient way to water your lawn. Households that manually water with a hose typically use about 33% less water outdoors than those who use an automatic irrigation system. Water in the early morning. If you water at midday, much of the water just evaporates. Evening watering should be avoided because it can encourage the growth of mold or plant diseases. Don't be a water waster in your home. Follow these simple steps to save a few dollars on your next bill, and just as important, save water for everyone. Visit www.murfreesborotn.gov/MWRD to find out more great information. Do your part to take care of our water supply.
In a collaborative effort to protect and preserve our precious waterways, the local programs of Rutherford County, Middle Tennessee State University, the City of Murfreesboro, the Town of Smyrna, and the City of Laverne have worked to provide numerous public outreach and educational opportunities to the citizens of Rutherford County. Events include stream and lake cleanups, classroom and field trip programs with Rutherford County and Murfreesboro City Schools, public education events, invasive species removal, and tree and native vegetation plantings. Events include programs for both targeted audiences as well as the general public. Working together, the local programs in Rutherford County have been able to educate thousands on the importance of our natural waters and the ways we can all protect their most valuable natural resource.
Start simple with small tasks because it's hard to just jump in and do something really big. So like with plastics and the ocean and stuff, I think it would be just starting with eliminating something small, like don't use a straw at restaurants or take your bag into the store instead, because the little things can have a big impact.
We have so many options available to us right now. As far as recycling goes, conservation, having backyard habitats, just keep trying, keep moving forward.
There's a lot of things that we can do, so you don't need to feel helpless. I think really probably one thing would be whenever you visit an area or a natural area is if there's rules posted, just follow the rules. So for example, if it says don't pick the flowers, don't pick the flowers. Don't move the rocks, don't move the rocks, because without knowing, you're actually removing habitat.
Not everyone would like to or can be a beekeeper, but they can grow a small garden or they can take part in recycling, and every little bit helps in protecting the environment.
Hi, I'm Sam Mabry with the National Park Service at Stones River National Battlefield. I'm a biological science technician. Our park here is about 600 acres. Roughly half of that, about 300 acres, is forest, predominantly cedar forest. The rest of it we maintain as native warm season grass prairie. We have our cedar glades, and then we have our visitor center, National Cemetery, and our other facilities. For such a small park, we have a pretty good variety of wildlife. A lot of mammals, deer, turkey, coyotes, foxes, lots of squirrels. We also have a lot of songbirds, especially in the spring and summer. Have a lot of people come out and view our songbirds too. Our park is a very popular destination for just recreating, walking, jogging, biking, hiking. In the summer, we lead daily ranger-led programs about the battlefield and what took place here. We also have a junior ranger book and program where kids can kind of go out in the park and complete tasks and come back to the visitor center and earn their junior ranger badge. So if you see an animal at Stones River, like I said, we have a lot of wildlife here. Definitely enjoy it, but enjoy it at a safe distance. Please don't try to approach it or feed them, because we try and keep our animals here as wild as we can. So here at our park, the biggest endangered species we have is called the Pines ground plum. It's a small plant that is endemic to Rutherford County and doesn't grow anywhere else in the entire world. And specifically, it grows and thrives in our cedar glades in central Tennessee. Over the last 20 to 30 years, the Park Service in the state of Tennessee have partnered up to try and monitor and rehab this species that's disappearing very quickly because of loss of habitat. Unfortunately, those efforts have not been very fruitful. We do surveys a couple times every year, but unfortunately, we have not located any individuals in our park the last couple of years. Since the Pines ground plum only grows in our cedar glades, we've put up signs along our trails and our tour route politely asking people, you know, to enjoy the cedar glades from a distance, but please do not enter them on foot. They're extremely delicate and fragile ecosystem, and we just ask that you enjoy them from a distance. The goal for the grounds plum here at Stones River is to eventually reintroduce it into the ecosystem that it evolved in over hundreds and thousands of years. Whether that be finding some wild plants in the park and reseeding them, or bringing some individual plants from like a nursery or a botanical garden and trying to reintroduce those into our park. If you want to assist in helping to reintroduce the ground plum, first of all, we would ask that you respect the rules and regulations to stay out of the cedar glades where their habitat is. And secondly, if you care about the environment and endangered species and trying to reintroduce this plant into its endemic habitat, you can join any kind of environmental support group, talk to a ranger here at the battlefield, ask questions, write your local politicians. With everybody's help, hopefully we can make this work.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle and I work with the Smyrna Outdoor Adventure Center as a part of Smyrna Parks and Rec. And today I want to show you our cane toad, Ravi. Now Ravi is a toad that is non-native to Tennessee, but his other fellow amphibians, like some frogs, other toads, salamanders, and newts, are native in Tennessee. Now, I'm putting on a glove because I do want to pick him up for you and show him, but amphibians have what we call permeable skin, and this means they allow different gases and liquids to absorb through their skin. It actually helps them breathe. It's very similar to something like a strainer or a colander that might allow grease or liquids through. So when we pick them up, we don't want our grease into their skin, but this helps scientists use them in the environment as an indicator species. And an indicator species is something that helps monitor the health of our environment. So if our waterways are polluted, he's gonna jump a little bit. So you can see him. If our waterways are polluted, you're not going to see amphibians in the water systems very much. That indicates an unhealthy environment for them. The more amphibians we have in our water, the better. It means healthier water systems. And that is why these animals are very, very important here in our Tennessee environments. So we want to make sure that we dispose of waste properly. Don't throw trash out, don't leak oil into our waterways and different things like that, just to help us keep our environments clean. So everyone, remember to dispose of waste properly, keep our pollution to a minimum so we can keep our amphibians happy in their environment, and along with them, other species that live alongside them. That way we can keep Rutherford County clean and happy. Thank you guys, and happy Earth Day.
Hi, I'm Tim Sutton with Middle Tennessee Electric. I am our Distributed Energy Resources Coordinator, and I'm going to give you the top 3 things you should do before signing a solar contract to install a system on your home. First, we want to make sure you guys check with your homeowner's insurance provider, make sure there's no additional costs there, and also make sure they'll cover the system. 2 is to check with your CPA or your tax advisor regarding the tax credit. It's not a rebate, it is a credit that you apply towards taxes, so we want to make sure that you are intimately familiar with that. And third and foremost, please reach out to Middle Tennessee Electric. We're happy to help you get utility data from your meter. We'll take a look at your property. We'll tell you how it's going to be interconnected, and also let you know about any buyback programs that are available. So give us a call. We're happy to help. And as you can see here, we'll go take a look at one with Gary in Rutherford County, who installed a system on his property, and he'll tell you a little bit more about his experience working with us.
The process to make the decision, I started to do some study about what it would take to get this all going. I was new to this industry, this technology. specifically in terms of how to buy it and how to install it. And it turns out there was a very well thought out process in place. And once I reached out and made contact with people like Avery and Tim Sutton, they were as interested in the project as I was. They helped me every step of the way. Many times they anticipated questions I would have before I even asked them, and they would just provide information. For example, one of the things I needed was annual average electric usage that would allow me to size the array with TVA. And so before I even asked for, well, can I get that data, Tim went out there, grabbed the data, took a picture of it, sent it to me and said, hey, here's what you need for your submission. And that just happened every step of the way. So it was really kind of fun having people kind of work with you and support you instead of always having kind of to fight the bureaucracies, which I didn't run into at all with this project.
So as you heard Gary, you can always put in your own system at your house, on your roof or on your property, and generate your own electricity with solar. If you're interested in some other renewable program options, we have the Green Switch 100 program and the Cooperative Solar program, which are our top two renewable options. To learn about all of our renewable program options, visit mtemc.com/renewables.
As an Earth Day committee member, it's my privilege to share information about this year's Earth Day promotional items. We will have 300 redbud saplings provided by Middle Tennessee Electric, insulated tote bags provided by the City of Murfreesboro, Recycle Rutherford Wright, and the Stones River Watershed Association. Additional items will also be included. You may pick up your Earth Day promotional items on April the 22nd through April the 30th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Patterson Park, the Wilderness Station, at Barfield Crescent Park in Murfreesboro, or the Smyrna Outdoor Adventure Center. Please keep in mind that these items are first come, first serve.
Middle Tennessee Electric is proud to make the 3 facilities that are helping with the tree and tote bag distribution 100% carbon-free for the entire month of April as we celebrate Earth Day. MTE will be donating solar power to help offset the electricity use for the Patterson Park Community Center, the Wilderness Station at Barfield Crescent Park, and the Smyrna Outdoor Adventure Center. Making these locations 100% carbon-free for the month of April lines up with our commitment to clean power, giving back to the communities we serve, and protecting our planet. This power is all generated by local solar energy in our service footprint. We are proud to partner with our communities to make a difference and support our shared vision.
Hey, I'm out here at the Old Fort Greenway trailhead, which happens to be right here inside of Old Fort Park. If you're not familiar with the Greenway system in Murfreesboro, it's 13 miles of trails and roads that cut in and out of the city on gorgeous nature routes. So if you're trying to get out and adventure, it's the perfect place to take your family, take your kids, take your dog. So why don't you come on out and join us? There are 13 trailheads at the Greenway system that give access to the paved trails. At each trailhead, there are amenities specifically designed to help you enjoy your experience. For example, at Old Fort, there's a playground for the children, there's a pavilion with restrooms, tennis courts, baseball fields, and even down the street is the Adams Tennis Complex. The Murfreesboro Greenway system consists of the Stones River, Lytle Creek, and Gateway trails. The Greenway is available for you to enjoy in a number of ways. In addition to miles of riverside trails, the Greenway also offers small watercraft access points so you can enjoy the Stones River. With the way the Greenway is designed, you can almost walk from one end of Murfreesboro to the other. You can think of it as a green shortcut. Along the way, you can see all types of wildlife, as well as a scenic view of the water. The Murfreesboro Greenway system connects historical sites, parks, neighborhoods, and businesses. The Greenway also serves as a conservation corridor to preserve precious natural and cultural resources. The Greenway itself is open to a lot of activities. And while you're not allowed to drive your car on the trail, you're more than welcome to bike, run, or hike. The Greenway trailheads open at daylight and close half an hour before sunset, with the exception of Gateway Island and Trail, which opens at 6 a.m. and closes at 10 p.m. There are 13 trailheads along the system that provide access to the Greenway, and there may just be an access near you.
If you want to find out more about the Greenway system or about any of the outdoor activities that Murfreesboro has to offer, be sure to check out the Parks and Recreation Department online or pick up a free copy of the Rec Connect magazine.